Hi there, my name is Yannick Mounts, and today I want to show you my favorite Diva patches, which I made for the Organica sample pack I did together with Brasken. The whole track is also inside the sample pack, and you can download it now on Production Music Live. So let's get started, and I'm gonna show you how I made the patches. Okay, let's start by duplicating the melody channel and by initializing the preset in Diva. The main characteristic of this patch is LFO2 controlling the filter cutoff with certain settings. I will start by setting up the VCO, filter, the envelopes, and also a little bit of feedback, and then we will dive in the programming of LFO2. So let's go. For this patch, I chose the dual VCO. But of course you can use whatever you want. I set it up VCO1 to noise to have a noise amount in my patch, and VCO2 was a reversed saw wave. And then I increased the mix towards VCO2 so I don't have too much noise in my patch. Let's have a listen. Okay, that's how it sounds at the moment. And what I directly recognized was that it's super short. So let's move on to the envelope 1 and envelope 2 section. Choose analog envelope here. And let's increase the release time of analog envelope 1. So now you can hear that it fades very smoothly. Let's increase it even a little bit more. Okay, I think that sounds really nice. We will take care of envelope 2 later. So let's move on to the filter section. For this patch, I chose the cascade filter. You can choose whatever filter form you want. As long as it sounds good to you and it's pleasing you, it's fine. Let's change the filter slope to 12 dB. This will decrease the amount of frequencies which will get cut off. So let's have a listen. Okay, I think that sounds really nice. So now let's decrease the cutoff, general cutoff a little bit more. Perfect. So we can now move on to the more advanced part of the patch. First of all, we have to enable LFO controlling the cutoff. We do that by increasing or by turning this knob to the right positive amount. So let's have a listen. Okay, now LFO2 is controlling the cutoff. But LFO2 is currently set to a waveform which is a triangle wave, and we want a saw down wave. So let's choose it and let's have a listen. First of all, we have to choose in the sync section the rate. It has to be smaller. So in this case I choose 132. So let's have a listen. As you can hear, now it's just all the time 132 controlling with a saw down waveform the filter. What we need now is we want this LFO not to instantly control the filter, and we can do that by adding delay here. So let's increase the delay time here. So the delay time says that LFO2 takes some time until it starts working, and it's not that delay time ends and then suddenly there is the LFO controlling the filter, but it's smoothly coming in. So let's have a listen. Okay, you can already hear we're getting there where we want to be. So let's now change also this polarity. So it's just on the positive side. So the saw down is not going into a negative direction. Let's have a listen. So now let's continue with setting up an analog envelope 2 controlling the LFO2 rate. Let's start by adding envelope 2 to control the rate mod by inserting it here. So now let's increase the rate mod and see what happens. As you could hear, envelope 2 was making the rate of LFO2 super fast for a short moment. And you can control how envelope 2 is controlling LFO2 by changing the settings of the envelope. So now you could hear that it takes now a little bit more time before LFO2 speeds up and gets back to its normal value again. So we can play with that a little bit. Now that we have set up the attack time of envelope 2, let's move on and let's control the other parameters of envelope 2, like decay, sustain, and release. So if we want the rate to go slowly back to where it was, we would have to increase the release time of envelope 2 controlling the rate. So let's do that. I think in general now it's a good movement, but I think the overall modulation of the rate is too high. So let's decrease the rate mod a little bit and have a listen. I also think that LFO2 is controlling the cutoff a little bit too much. So let's decrease the LFO2 amount here and let's turn down the cutoff a little bit. Okay, so I think this is pretty much it. Now you can start playing around with your own settings and try to experiment with it. So if you would like, for example, the rate to be slower in the beginning, just choose 1/16 here and see what happens. As the last thing, I would add a delay to the whole sound by choosing it here, enabling it, and let's have a listen. Maybe we can increase the feedback a little bit and turn down the side volume. Okay, now you can do all kinds of things. You can increase the feedback a little bit to give it more warmth and fatness. You could also add some modulation to the panning. For example, if you choose random, the notes will get randomly panned in the stereo field every time they get triggered, so you have some more variation. Also, you can choose a different filter form, different envelopes. You can even choose envelope 2 to also control the cutoff in the beginning. Yeah, just have fun with it, play around with it, but I think that's the basic trick, is to let envelope 2 control the rate mod of LFO2 controlling the cutoff. Okay, let's listen in context. Let's turn on the FX here, which are just cutting away some lows, emphasizing the highs and giving a different spacing through some reverb, panning, and also a chorus. You can find all the drums and loops and atmospheres also in our pack. Thank you for watching and see you soon on Production Music Live.